Today on Talking Solutions, we've got Melissa Blynn in, the Executive Director of Create a Change Now. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
This is a subject that I have a great passion for. When I got the press release about the event that's coming up May 15th, it's got to do with Food Revolution Day. And Melissa, that made me think of Jamie Oliver because I used to watch the Food Revolution show that he had. Is that anything related?
It is. It's 100% related. This will be our third annual Food Revolution Day dinner in honor of Jamie Oliver's movement to bring nutrition education back to the classroom and make it a standardizing part of the curriculum in schools all across the United States. So every year we do a dinner in honor of that because that is part of our organization in bringing nutrition education back into the classroom.
Several years ago, it was Jamie Oliver's Food Revolution. It was like a mini-series. He went to the city in the U.S. that the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, deemed the unhealthiest in the nation. It was in West Virginia. And he went into the town and went to work solving the cafeteria food problems for kids. He was shining a light on the stuff our kids, our future, were eating.
It was actually in the Los Angeles school district.
That was the second year.
Yeah, and it was exposing what was being served in the cafeteria and what was being served to kids. And he really wanted to educate the cafeteria on how could you cook fresh food and obviously make it healthier for the kids, but make it simple and attainable to do. Unfortunately, they kicked him off of the air.
They were not nice at all.
They were not.
They wouldn't even let him come into the meetings with the school board. And I watched this, and to see him interact one-on-one in a classroom setting when he did have that tiny option, talking to teenage girls from Hispanic families, all the people around her, type 2 diabetics. So much of that, everything links it to food, inactivity, lifestyle choices that lead to a really terrible outcome.
Absolutely, 100%. I brought some statistics. Currently, 1/3 of children in the United States are overweight or obese, and total healthcare costs attributed to obesity could reach up to $957 billion by 2030. Meanwhile, more than 15 million children in the United States remain hungry. Obesity and poor nutrition contributes to diet-related diseases, and major risks for them are often established in childhood through unhealthy eating habits and poor health literacy. And it is an epidemic. Currently, 30% of pre-K children in Clark County are considered obese already. That was a recent statistic that came out.
Before they're 5 years old?
Yes.
That is a sobering number, and some of the stats that I've heard too, a lot of times we'll have our friends with the Southern Nevada Health District in, and we talk about Get Healthy Clark County, the website, and options that you have available there. People can sign up, and through texting, they can help prevent and manage type 2 diabetes.
Absolutely.
And it's horrible. And the numbers that I've heard, up to 1/3 of children these days are expected to end up as type 2 diabetics.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not uncommon in the schools that we work with that the kids that we interact with already have type 2 diabetes. And we work with kids pre-K through 5th grade. So it's very common. And it's stuff that people just don't hear about or just don't talk about. So just support Food Revolution Day and have this event every single year to bring awareness to the community on who are we, what are we doing. We're a grassroots organization. We are implementing our first nutrition interactive curriculum lessons in Clark County School District in the fall. We had a dietitian through UNLV create the lessons, and we're extremely excited to implement that with our programming. And so everything that Jamie Oliver has a passion for and what he created on an annual event, Food Revolution Day, it's happening here locally in Las Vegas. The dinner is to honor that and show the guests that this is what we're doing to inspire children and adults to adopt healthy eating habits. And it starts with the schools. These kids are on campus 6, 7, 8 hours a day. That's where we actually have the capacity to truly instill change, and it starts with education.
Melissa Blynn is with us today on Talking Solutions, Executive Director of Create a Change Now. I know 58% or more of our Clark County School District students are eligible for free or reduced cost lunches. A lot of times these kids are coming to school in the morning, have not gotten their nutrition before they got there.
Yeah.
So they're kind of at the mercy of whatever's available to them on the campus of the school.
Absolutely.
I haven't been in any of the schools for quite a while, But I know one of the changes that was being implemented was taking things like soda machines, replacing it with better choices. Not so many candy and chip machines, more healthy choices. But that's got to extend also to the cafeteria. And some of the stuff that was exposed on the Jamie Oliver series, I think it was 2 years the series actually was on, he was shining a light on the food producers. They would cut these deals where the kids' choices would end up being processed chicken nuggets, things of that nature. French fries, always a big item. Foods that they really should not be eating, and it's such a critical time for these kids. Their bodies, their brains are still developing, and this is the time when it's the most important for them to eat right.
Absolutely, 100%. I can tell you that I sit on the wellness committee through Clark County School District. They have a new policy that's been revised, that's been implemented throughout the entire Clark County School District. We're the 5th largest district, over 347,000 students right here locally. And this new wellness policy, part of that policy is changing what is in the vending machines, changing what kind of food is being served in the cafeteria, as well as schools can no longer sell cupcakes and candy bars or anything for fundraising. So anything from an unhealthy nutritional platform from food, kids can no longer sell that for fundraising activities at all. That is part of the policy that just was released a little over 2 months ago. So one, it's really exciting for us as an organization to support that policy when we go into the schools with all of our programming, because we know the policy now, and really just to support the district because the district does care. That's why they've spent all this time and this effort in putting this policy together. And with organizations specifically like us, where we come in is we can support the principals and the admin teams, as well as the teachers on really making sure that that policy is reinforced and giving them tools to making sure that it's implemented within the whole entire school. So it's really exciting that they are making changes, but they need support from organizations like ours to really take this, grass movement change and make it effective in the schools, because teachers have a lot on their plate. And so do admin, especially with the schools that are at risk. Definitely.
When you were talking about the wellness policy with CCSD, I just want to go, yay!
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh,
yeah.
It's
fantastic.
Deal.
It is. It's a huge deal.
To make the choices on school grounds better for the kids.
Yeah.
I think a big part of this also, you kind of alluded to this a few minutes ago, is the education that goes with it. Because I truly believe that if we teach these kids why good foods are so important for them, and they understand, we're going to raise a really healthy generation in comparison to what has come up before.
And again, reading some statistics here, elementary children currently just receive an average of 3.4 hours of food and nutrition education, and that's just not enough. They say on average a child should receive at least about 10 hours a year, if not a little bit more, of nutrition education. Statistics show that the more children learn about food and nutrition, the likelier they are to eat healthier fruit and vegetables. The more children cook and prepare fresh food from scratch, the likelier they are to appreciate healthier and more variety ingredients. And the more children plant and harvest fruits and vegetables, the more motivated they'll be to eat it.
Exactly.
So again, when we put these gardens in our schools, we bring chefs out to teach them how to harvest and cook. It's all of this programming around nutrition education that's going to make the change 100%.
I am so in favor of all those steps that you just outlined. Getting kids involved with the garden process, letting them help to raise fruits and vegetables. Yep. They are so into consuming those when they get harvested. Yeah. Those carrots, those radishes, heads of lettuce, and everything that gets grown in a garden that the kids get to be involved with. They're excited to see it.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
They're all for trying it.
Absolutely.
They're going to enjoy it. One of the best shows on TV is the MasterChef Juniors.
Oh, yeah.
Where those kids are so amazing. I mean, I know that's well beyond the culinary stage that we're referring to. We're talking basic, but I just love it when kids get excited in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's so warming, and it brings tears to my eyes every time I see kids getting excited. And I have to say, when our chefs volunteer their time to come in and teach these kids look at these chefs as rock stars, questioning everything. Well, why this? What about this? And they start to ask and get really excited about the possibilities, and that's what makes them try it. It's fun to see the transformation in schools that we've been in now going on 3 years. These kids remember. And I can tell you that I've personally have had letters emailed to me from families telling me that one of the children had hypothyroidism, and she had to take her son every month to get his blood drawn because it was pretty severe. Since we put a garden in his school and did nutrition education, they built a garden at home and they changed what they were eating, and he now only has to go once a year to the doctor. So what we are doing is working. cooking. Nutrition education is pivotal for our children to tackle obesity. It's an epidemic. So we're doing that and honoring Food Revolution Day with this event.
Melissa Blynn, Executive Director of Create a Change Now. We're talking about the right foods for our kids in schools, at home, 24/7. Make sure they're eating the right things, understanding why it's so important. I truly believe food is medicine.
It is.
And as individuals, each one of us can really make a difference in this area.
Yeah.
I want to put the word out about Food Revolution Day. There's an actual day.
Yes, there is.
May 15th. What are we supposed to do on Food Revolution Day?
So what we do every year is host a dinner. It's our third year, and it's downtown at Veg Nation. What's unique about this dinner is we have 5 chefs, local chefs. They're harvesting fresh produce from 5 of our school gardens. They've already gone out to the gardens, planted what they're going to be utilizing for the dinner. So 5 chefs, 5 farms, school gardens that they're going to be harvesting, and creating a 5-course dinner, all in honor of bringing nutrition education back into the classroom. It's a very intimate, small event. I just checked this morning. We only have 30 tickets left, and it's to raise an awareness on who we are as an organization. Why is this important? When these individuals come as guests and they're eating the meals, we get to say, this came from a school garden right around the corner. This is local. This is what we're bringing to the classroom to teach kids. And it's a movement here. There's a lot of people that care. Again, back to what you said, the food that's served in the cafeteria is not necessarily ideal. What we're doing is making small changes, but big, big impact.
Love Jamie Oliver. He's the one who generated the movement that is the Food Revolution and Food Revolution Day on May 15th. Love him as we do. We don't have to have him here in our Clark County schools to be able to enact the change that we need to see.
And even in 2013, the Food Day Project of the Center of Science and in the public interest joined forces with Jamie Oliver's Food Foundation to promote the importance of having food education and cooking classes in schools across America. His foundation has been going on for almost 5 years now, and Food Revolution Day was cultivated in his honor. So he's definitely moving strong and pushing this every single year, and it's getting organizations across the United States to really embrace this. And there's a lot of different organizations all around the United States that are doing exactly what we're doing in different states. You have the Edible Schoolyard up in Northern California, the Alice Waters movement, the Kitchen Classroom. I mean, this is happening all around the United States, and we are a grassroots organization that are really, truly doing this. And we're the 5th largest district in the United States. A lot of kids here, big impact, need a lot of help from the community.
Yeah, you really can make a difference. It's a good feeling to think that as one individual, you can have an impact on a movement like this because it is so critically important.
Absolutely.
So what you've got coming up is Food Revolution Day. Your organization is Create a Change Now. You're putting on this whole dinner, and it's at Veg Nation downtown. Being that I'm primarily plant-based in my diet, I think that this is so exciting. 5 different chefs.
Yep.
What, 5 different entrees?
5 different courses. And it is going to be a vegan-based 5-course dinner. There's 5 chefs preparing 5 different courses, and it's all around what was harvested in the garden. So we're extremely excited to have this event. Again, is our 3rd year, and it sells out every single year. It's one of our most popular events.
And then it will help to fund the efforts for Create a Change Now, the organization you're
Correct.
involved with.
100% of the funds goes directly back into supporting our Healthy School, Healthy Life programs, which is what we do in the Clark County School District. So yes, it is directly to impact us significantly.
And this fall, you'll be kicking in with even more educational programs through CCSD.
Yeah, we'll be launching the first nutrition lessons, interactive lessons through Clark County School District K through 5 to give the teachers some additional resources, as well as an organization come into the schools and help the teachers teach the lessons, because it's extremely important for the teachers to get support. As an organization, we take pride in working with the schools for no less than 3 years that we adopt. So they really instill and embrace everything that we're bringing in to help them. And so we're extremely excited. Clark County School District has been fantastic supporting us. We've worked with a lot of teachers here. They're excited about this, and we're excited to support them in this movement.
Every person you encounter during the course of a day, I know that you can share little tips, different tricks to help make their nutritional day better. I do this in this building at Beasley Media Group every day. They all know that I am absolutely crazy about spreading the word about nutrition, which is why I was so excited to see your press release.
That's great.
The fact is, I do so many different discussions as part of our Talking Solutions show. Issues like type 2 diabetes, about the importance of movement, about lifestyle changes that we need to make as a society to be healthier.
Absolutely.
And this is such a big component.
Yes, it is. It's huge. We're on average in a school about 85 hours within about 10 months out of the 12 in a school with all of our programming. Building the edible garden, doing planting with the kids, working with the kids on a weekly basis out in the garden, doing chefs in schools, doing fitness components, farmers markets. We now work with 3 Square where we bring up to 1,500 pounds of fruits and vegetables and distribute it to families with recipes in English and Spanish and teaching them how to cook. So we're in a school a lot, but that's how you make change.
Yes, we got to get the word out.
Absolutely.
Which is why you're visiting me here today.
Exactly.
It is Food Revolution Day on May 15th,
Yes.
which is a Sunday, and it's your opportunity if you act quickly. It's a wonderful event at Veg Nation downtown. We've got all the information on our Beasley Media Group radio station. All the websites have got it on our community calendars, but if someone was looking to find out more, do you guys have a website?
Yeah, absolutely. They can visit www.createachangenow.org.
createachangenow.org.
Yep.
That's where you can get the information about the event that's coming up on the 15th. I so love it when I get a guest in here who so deeply understands what a big deal this is.
It's near and dear to my heart, and I'm extremely excited to bring this to Nevada. I'm born and raised. This is my hometown, so it's very important to give back to a community that's given to me. It's great.
So you're local?
I am local. I'm born and raised.
How did you get involved in Create a Change Now?
My background is I'm a nutritionist by trade, and about 7 years ago, prior to getting into philanthropy, I actually started to work with teenagers as well as adolescents with type 2 diabetes. I had obese clients. I had a little girl that had Crohn's disease, colitis, Graves' disease. So for about 2-3 years, I was taking on, again, these adolescents and teenagers and working with them and their families on nutrition, obviously to support the diseases that they had already been diagnosed with. And it was really emotional for me, and I felt compelled. If these children or parents had resources earlier on, their pain could have been eliminated. There's a higher percentage of reality that they would have never gotten the diseases that they had. And I felt that there was something bigger for me to do. And so I just started asking, show me and help me. And I got out in the community and started volunteering and Create a Change Now. The founder found me in 2012. I came on as a volunteer at first, fell in love with it. And I've been running the organization as their executive director since the fall of 2012. And we've come from only 2 school gardens at the time to now we're going into 17. We're impacting over 14,000 kids, and we've given away over 17,000 pounds of fruits and vegetables since October last year. So within 4 years, we've had massive amounts of growth, and that's how I got involved. I started working one-on-one with kids, and I knew there was something bigger for me to do. It was all about prevention and education, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
From what I understand, I do believe those type 2 numbers are very, very slowly. It's almost like we've crested now.
Yeah.
And it's a long, slow process.
Yeah.
But we got to just keep pushing. And
Yeah.
I think that's what you're seeing from the school district, too.
Yeah.
From CCSD, they're willing to help. They just need you always to be there saying, we're doing great. We need to do more. Let's do some more. Let's do some more.
The school district needs community partners. There's no doubt about it. The partnership program through CCSD, they do a ton of different events, and they need and rely on community support because there's so many other things that the district has to worry about, transportation, attendance and grades and all of these other components. But when it comes to some of these basic lifestyle skills and necessities and really enrichment that we all know is pivotal, they look to organizations like ours to really come in and support the schools. And that is what makes it successful when they have an organization like ours embracing the policy and helping them get it implemented. That's how change takes place. It's not just one person, it's a community. A big, big impact.
And that's also how we're going to upgrade the overall performance of our school district as a whole by helping to implement these programs where Nevada schools, and especially Southern Nevada, Clark County School District, we get slammed all the time about our education.
Oh, we do. We're in the paper quite often for it.
But there are so many different areas. We upgrade here. We work on STEM over here. We've got all these different programs that are going where we're trying to lift the boat.
And again, I've been working with this school district now for probably going on 6 years, and I've seen such a positive shift in so many different areas. People need to know that they're really striving to do the right thing. But the big component is they need help from the community in order to make the positive change. And that's what we're here for.
We all have to work together to make this happen.
Yes, we do.
And by understanding nutrition and taking those positive, necessary steps for yourself, for your family, for all the kids.
Absolutely.
We can really turn things around. I know that we can. That's why I think so positive about it.
Thank you.
On Talking Solutions, Melissa Blynn, the Executive Director of Create a Change Now, we're talking about Food Revolution Day. We always ask as part of the program, what can we do as individuals to help you?
Visit our website. There's numerous things that we're doing out in the community that we always need volunteer support within our schools. Coming out and volunteering with us and giving us that support, give us your time. We also now have the opportunity where individuals can donate on a monthly basis and become a monthly donor. For as little as $19 a month, you can sponsor 7 kids on a monthly basis to get our Healthy School, Healthy Life programs. And again, as a growing organization, we are striving to sustain. With more schools that we take on, we're impacting more kids. Sustainability is huge for us. So having individuals contribute as little as $19 a month, you're impacting 7 kids locally here on a monthly basis. That's on our website as well. Those are the 2 biggest ways I would say that individuals can support us, is becoming a monthly donor to contribute to local kids, because it is making a difference, or volunteering your time. Come out. If you don't know how to cook and you want to learn how, come to a chef demonstration. You want to learn how to garden, come to a planting. There's so many different ways to contribute, and any little bit makes a big difference, and we're truly grateful.
And the website to find out, donate, get involved would be createachangenow.org. That's createachangenow.org. How does it feel, Melissa, to end up in a situation where you are executive director of Create a Change Now? Now you are doing something that truly reflects your passion. You are a nutritionist, and now you're doing something to help spread the word. How does that feel? Is that satisfying to you?
It's beyond satisfying. There's no words that you can put to what I feel every single day and what I get to see in the community. And more than anything, when you have donors or businesses contribute, people that believe in the mission, and volunteers, and people that believe in what we're doing, it brings tears to my eyes, because it takes truly a community to make a big impact. And that's what I've seen. And knowing that and getting to see the difference with these kids, you couldn't put a dollar amount on what I do. It's priceless, my job. It is truly, truly a gift. And I'm blessed every single day.
Because you found your calling.
That I did.
Food Revolution Day is coming up on Sunday, May 15th. There might be a few opportunities left to get involved. 5 local chefs. They will be using ingredients that have been grown in our school gardens, creating 5 different entrees, all vegan.
It is all vegan based.
Sounds like fun.
It's fabulous. I know sometimes people are like, oh, it's vegan, it's not going to taste good, or how am I going to get full? You would be surprised the dishes that they cultivate. It's stunning. It's phenomenal. We're working on the menu right now. It'll be up shortly, and go to our website and you'll be able to see it, or follow us on Facebook if you're slightly interested. But like I said, there's only 30 tickets left, and it sells out every single year. It's extremely popular.
So if you're lucky, you might get to go.
Absolutely.
And go or not, you can still get involved. I love it too, Melissa, when people tease me about the fact that I am plant-based in my diet. And they go, well, where do you get your protein? Okay, peas and my quinoa, and I've got my nuts, and I've got lots of places where I get my protein. Where do they get their fiber? I always like to say, anyone can eat healthy. It just takes good planning.
Absolutely. And I would encourage you to, next time they say, where do you get your protein? Say, where do you get your energy? And they'll look at you kind of like sideways, and they'll look and say, yeah, because food is energy, which it is. And we truly only get energy from fruits and vegetables. The sun beats down on the fruits and vegetables growing in the garden, phytonutrients. When we eat them, our body absorbs them, nourishes our cells, and gives us energy. So the next time someone says, where do you get your protein? Say, well, where do you get your energy?
Makes perfect sense to me. It's just a great effort. It really spoke to my heart the minute that I saw it. And as far as telling people, they're all like, are you trying to change me? No, I'm not trying to change you. I'm trying to educate you.
Yeah.
You make your own choices.
Yeah.
But if you'll just choose a few more healthy things during your day, you'll be better off all the way around.
I think as as adults, you get sick or, you go to the doctor, and as we get older, our body isn't as resilient as we are when we are kids. But when you get older, sometimes it can be a little bit more challenging to make changes because you're set in your habits and your behaviors. But small change makes a big impact. And nutrition, I tell everybody, it's 80% of your day-to-day results in your health and your wellness. It's huge. And just taking one thing, even if it's drinking more water or eating an apple a day. I know it sounds minimal, but it makes a huge impact.
And you function better.
You do.
It's better all the way
I
around.
like to feel good and have great energy.
Great event coming up, Food Revolution Day, Sunday, May 15th. Find out all the details at createachangenow.org. Melissa, did I forget anything?
Nope, you covered it all.
It's something that I feel very passionate about.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you being here to help our kids in Southern Nevada.
It's a pleasure.
And it's a pleasure having you here with us, Melissa Blynn, the Executive Director of Create a Change Now. Thank you for joining us today on Talking Solutions.
Thank you.
Nutrition is so important for our health. And since I have a couple minutes, just a quick update from Amanda Buffington with the Southern Nevada Health District about some things that could benefit you, including farmers markets for people with SNAP benefits and that great website, gethealthyclarkcounty.org.
We at the Southern Nevada Health District have been working for years on improving access to healthy foods in the community by encouraging our farmers market managers to accept SNAP benefits. So we've been helping them with technical assistance and other resources. And slowly but surely, we've had several of our farmers markets come online and are now SNAP authorized. We wanted to take that a step further. And not only did we want to increase access to healthy foods, but we want to increase access to healthy and affordable foods. So we are offering a nutrition incentive at our farmers markets that accept SNAP benefits. For every $5 that you swipe on your SNAP card, you will get a $2 bonus to use on fruits and vegetables.
That's a 40% bonus.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And you can do it up to an $8 bonus. So if you swipe $20, you'll get $8 more to spend at the farmers market on fresh fruits and veggies.
That makes it go so much farther.
Yes. We want to run it through September or until all funds are exhausted.
That's a big deal. A big chunk of fruits and vegetables that you could add to anybody's diet.
Yes, definitely. We're making them more affordable. But our farmers markets in their neighborhoods, actually at least half of the stuff that they offer is usually less expensive than at grocery stores. We did a study one year and we were able to show that. And the quality and the freshness and the flavor. Oh, it's so good when you get it from the farmer's market.
And it's local.
Yes, it's locally produced and you get to speak to the farmers themselves. Many times they are the ones that are at the farmer's market. You get that sense of community. You're promoting local, like you said, but you're also promoting good health and a good sense of community.
And we all know one of the other ways to really maximize your food dollar, whether or not you are on SNAP or spending your own money, buying fruits and vegetables that are seasonal. That's a huge part of it.
Oh, yeah, definitely, because seasonal ones are going to be more affordable to begin with and better quality.
In season, that's what you want to be eating.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Get Healthy Clark County will help you know which farmers markets, because it's not all of them yet. The others may jump on board and say, oh, this is a great deal. Let's do that.
Yeah, we're working on getting 100% of our farmers markets to accept SNAP. Right now, 7 of our markets are accepting SNAP benefits, and they are all listed on gethealthyclarkcounty.org.
Yes, and there is, if you look on the homepage of gethealthyclarkcounty.org, you will see on the left-hand side bars, buttons, choices over there, and one of them has to do with farmers market locations. I was just looking at it before you arrived today. There is so much on there.
Oh, we have a lot. Fresh fruit and vegetable recipe cards. So if you need an idea what to do with those fresh fruits and vegetables that you purchase, we have ways to flavor up your water using fresh fruits and vegetables and herbs to make your water taste good. And so you're not adding added sugar or anything else, because we need to watch what we're drinking as well. We've got lots of wonderful things. Grocery store tours on video. We've got tips on how to stay safe, how to be smoke-free. I mean, we've got an abundance of information for you.
And if you want to get out and get active, because we were also talking about moving, how important that is, there's a list on gethealthyclarkcounty.org of walking trails. It's such a wealth of information. Anytime I come across someone and we start discussing nutrition, I ask them if they have visited your website, because it is so comprehensive. There's so much there.
Oh, yeah. We have the Walk Around Nevada program, which is a free internet program, which we're also working on developing an app for to encourage you to walk. We keep track of your steps and you can see yourself virtually walking around the state of Nevada, giving you tidbits of information on different spots in Nevada. It's a lot of fun. fun. And then we have our Neon to Nature. That is an app showing you where the trails are.
There's all kinds of options on the website. It's been a number of years since I signed up for gethealthyclarkcounty.org. That's how they started sending me the nutritional tidbits every Wednesday. Everybody really should visit the website.
Yeah, there's something for everybody there. And in addition to this great farmers market initiative that we're doing, we've got the 10 and 10 challenge that just started, where you can sign up and you're going to get tips to cut your caloric intake and increase your physical activity, equivalent to being able to lose a pound a week. So that's 10 pounds in 10 weeks.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
All of that right here on the website.
Oh, yeah. So many fun things that you can get into and learn about.
I know I've learned stuff about gethealthyclarkcounty.org today that I never knew before, thanks to you,
Yay.
Aurora
All right.
Buffington.
Good.
Thank you so much for coming in to join us today on Talking Solutions.
Well, thank you for making it easy to be here.
Talking Solutions is a production of the Community Relations Department here at Beasley Media Group Las Vegas. Get more information on today's topic on our Talking Solutions page on Facebook, where you will also find links and a podcast of today's show. Thanks for listening, and have a great week.